Hi, it's Liz. I wanted to do a little video update on the Spade Wellesley that I am using as my wallet. I've been using her for the last 2 months and I am in love with this system. It's really working out well for me. So let's go on in. I love the little charm, the Juicy Couture charm that was 50% off. So it's about $12, which, it's still pricey, but it's my first ever Juicy Couture purchase and it went coordinated really well with this and it was just pretty, so I got it. Anyway, when you open her up, it just looks really nice to me. I love it. It makes me feel organized and like in control, I guess you'd have to say. So the pink, the polka dots, having a pen access, love it. Alright, on the left side here, I've got a nice pocket with some cash in a large coupon. I have 8 card slots here. So my most used cards are here, like my ID, club cards, debit card, some emergency credit cards that I haven't used in many, many months, if not a year, which I probably should use them once a year, but Anyway. And then this one pocket here is, you can see, goes all the way to the bottom. It's pretty large. So I have a card standing on end like this just to make it easier to access. And then this is a Sanrio punch card just because it didn't fit in my other card spot slots. Back here are restaurant coupons, TGF, Chick-fil-A, whatever else. Love the gold rings. This here is a flyleaf or dashboard that I made out of transparency paper and I mispunched the first time around, but it still works. As you can see, this is, I think, Walgreens, or it might be Joann or Target, I don't know. Post-it note, it is peeling off, but I haven't had problems with it just completely falling off. I think because it zips closed and it holds it in nice and tight. It doesn't just fall off as soon as I open the binder. Here I have coupons listed here, and I'll put the place, what it is for, and when they are good. And as they expire, I just cross them off. It looks like I will need a new one soon. This bottom list here is a running grocery list, and as I fill them up, I toss them out, and then I've got several more under here. And you flip the page. I've got just one calendar in this book. It is the 2014 Halifax Week on 2 Pages diary, and on it I love to put just mostly appointments in my work schedule. Let's go to January. All right. As you can see, I don't do much color coding here. When I happened to be syncing planners earlier, I did happen to have the pen that color codes parties, events, whatever, birthday parties and that kind of thing, or just stuff. And so I put it in. But mostly it's just black. I'll use my friction pen, which I just switched this out today. It's the Friction Ball Slim 0.38. And I know a lot of people have, and it's a clicker kind, have issues with the friction pen or friction ink disappearing when they leave the planner or whatever paperwork in hot places like a car, which in Southern California, let's face it, can happen in winter. But I'm not going to leave my wallet in the car. That does not happen. And so it's not a problem for me. And even when I'm in a place that's not air conditioned like my home, and I live in the desert, I haven't had problems with it disappearing. I know some people have had problems with that. And there are stories that placing the paper or whatever in the freezer helps to bring the ink back, but I've seen, heard, read some people say that it doesn't work. So there is some risk with it, but like I said, I don't leave this particular planner because it is my wallet in the car. Not gonna happen. Before that, I was using this cross ink pen. It's a regular roller or ballpoint ink, and it has the stylus on top, which is a slimmer stylus than a lot of styluses, which is really nice. I haven't really used it as a stylus, but it's a nice option. And you just twist it to open the ink and close it. Really lovely. Writes really smooth, and it's just a pretty color. So this was what I was using before. But anyway, back to the calendar. I like the Monday start date. I prefer Sunday, I think, because that's how I think of the beginning of the week. But it's nice to have the weekends together. You know, like I said, this is mostly for making appointments, scheduling, that kind of thing. So I'll have my work schedule when I'm on call, appointments for myself, my kids, my mother who lives with us, and the hubby. Sometimes, I'm not. He's a grown man. He could take care of himself. My mom, I have to take her around, or my husband has to take her to appointments, and so it's nicer to have her appointments in here. And the kids, they can't drive themselves. They're 8 and 9. Anyway, I put also when the girls aren't in school. I still have to put vacation, like school vacations, that kind of thing in here, but it's all good. Anyway, since I am in school myself, it's the quarter system. I write the weeks of the term in here on the side, and that helps me for planning. I do have to share, though, a planning fail, which has nothing to do with the planner. It's my own thing. I noticed that it was week 1 and week 2. I figured it's a mostly online program, and it is a doctoral program, so it's a lot of papers. There's not really exams, but a lot of research articles, researching articles for my next paper, which pretty much I have several papers due a week. They're called discussion boards, but you have to have references, so I call them papers. Anyway, I figured week 1, week 2 have in the past not been super busy, so I made a couple of plans, and this quarter I was overwhelmed from day 1 that I read the syllabus, but it is what it is. So in the future, like I know towards the end of the quarter, I will have my bigger papers due. So if I need to make an appointment that will take a long while, I will probably not make it the week that something big is due. And I know I don't put school assignment due dates in here, but I just know when things are due just from poring over the syllabus and putting them in my other planners and checking on them all the time. It's just something I don't need to write in here too, if that makes sense. Anyway, with these calendars, it does have the days of the month before and the month after, which kind of throws me off, even though the font is a little smaller, and because it's smaller, it might look lighter. And so the first month, I just put some cute washi tape. This is my favorite ever washi tape, the clouds and the heart. If I saw a light blue one, there's one that I've seen that's a lighter blue, that would be my all-time favorite. This is my favorite. So for February, what I tried to do was cover the actual numbers from the month before and month after. And although that helps, I don't know, for some reason, this placement does not really appeal to me. And I know I probably could have put more to cover up more of the boxes. I just didn't. I don't know, it was too much work to do all that, and I don't know if that would really make it any better. Because what I did, for example, in December, I did that. I covered the whole box because it was just the bottom. And I don't know if it's the color, the pattern, that kind of thing. I mean, it's a lovely pattern, but it just seems too much. And so I played around with it a little bit. I don't put a lot of stickers and stuff. I may as I get stickers that I love and stuff like that. I don't try to, coordinate too much. I did put Halloween theme on October, but I don't really have major themes. Like whatever sticker I put, I just put whatever makes me happy. And if it happens to go with the theme, even better. But I wish I could just spend more time thinking about that. It's kind of a stressful process for me to try to think what would coordinate, so I don't do it. And it's just me. I know, I'm strange. So yeah, that's it with the calendar I have for the future holidays for my work. And then I have my financial pages, which is just for, as you can see, my personal spending. Anytime I spend money, I will write it on here. Or if my friends, or like, you spot your friends, and if they pay you back, put that on there. And as you can see, I've just used this for the past month. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not making too many expenses. This is helping me be more accountable. And when I use cash, I tend to spend less money anyway. And there is Dave Ramsey and Tracy Reinhardt. I'm not sure her name. I'll post them down below. But they have like cash envelope systems. Tracy uses spend envelopes or something like that. And I'd like to go to that, but right now I'm just not at that point. So so that's something I would like to work to, since I do notice that I spend less with cash. So I write in here the date, where I spent cash at, or if someone gave me money or I received money, I put it there. If I use my credit card or cash, or debit, check, which I rarely ever use checks, in the amount. I don't really use the equal sign. I probably should, but I don't. And you may see a little E here. So anything that is related to education, I will put an E. If it's anything for work related, I'll put a P for professional, and then H for health or home, because those are you can write those off. I save the receipts in here for a while, so in case I return something, it's in here. But then I move them at some point. It could be the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the month, several months later. At some point, I will excuse me, move them to a manila envelope that I keep at my home desk, just to keep track. And I know that if you use credit cards, you don't really have to keep them, but it gives me peace of mind to do that, so I do that. Anyway, that is that, and I've got several pages for there. And then I have card holders, and as you can see, I have many cards, and they're not all credit cards. These are the Filofax. I don't know if they're the credit card or business card holders, but they're top loading, and I know some people have had issues in watching other YouTube videos of cards falling out from the top, and that's why I'm really paranoid about going to a regular Filofax that has the clasp. These zipper have really helped give me peace of mind that I'm not going to lose a card. And once I just closed my binder and put it in the bag, and then lifted it out without closing the zipper. And when I lifted it out, there were some cards that did get loose, and so that time I was really lucky to notice it, so it didn't fall out. But that's why I like to close my zipper on my planner. Anyway, I have my husband's business card here, and I wrote, "In emergency, please contact." I've put all his phone numbers on here. I've got my faculty card. I've got my student ID card. I also have 2 cards from my daughter's school. Every year they take school pictures, and they give you a card with for if you ever, God forbid, they go missing, you have a current picture on a hard copy. And so I like having that. And then I also write their height and weight, so hopefully I will never ever have to use it for that, and it's just something I can scrapbook. Anyway, so that's what's in here. And the page behind, I have our insurance cards, and with my husband's insurance, it happens to give a card for each person, individual cards. So I used to have, like in my old wallet, just it stacked, and I hated having to thumb through them to get one card out. So I love this system. You just open it to that page, and it's easy to search. The next page is, excuse me, I'm losing my voice here, is my professional cards, my license, all my ACLS, PALS, that kind of thing. And then behind that I have credit cards for gas for the car, and like my AAA, or what do you call that, timeshare card. And then when we purchased the car, my most recent car, it came with a card that has the VIN number. And if you've ever tried to copy a VIN number, they are long and they are at a strange angle. It's so just messy. So if I ever needed it, I have it right here. And hopefully I don't ever need it. So now cards you can see again. It's the reward cards. And I have some, credit card size and some like the ones for key rings. And I like the key rings because then you can fit more, obviously. And they do kind of slide over, but it doesn't bother me. They haven't really tried to fall out of this whenever I've opened it. So it's been working fine. And I know a lot of people like to put them on keychains and have them in other spots. But to me, it works well for me to have everything together, so I don't have to fiddle around for a lot of different cases to look for things or to fiddle through my wallet. I can just open to a page or two, see everything, and then easily access the card. So it works really well for me. As you can see, some of the cards have magnetic stripes, so I try to alphabetize and put them in kind of order, in a order like kid cards and stuff, but it doesn't always work out that way, but it's okay because I only have 2 pages of it. So I'll put cards that don't have the magnetic in back of this, cards that do. Hopefully that made sense, but that's how I do that. And some more store cards. This one was from Cassandra Kasrak on IG. I'm sorry if I butchered how you should say that. But these have openings on the inside, so I put cards in here that I don't necessarily access on a regular basis. I do go to Staples, but I don't go there as often anymore because I've got more than enough supplies, one, and also I usually remember the number I use. Sometimes I use my home number, sometimes I use my mobile number when I sign up, and if I forget, I have my card. Okay. So then I have more cards. I also have some punch cards here. The kinds where you buy 10 and then you get the 11th one free, that kind of thing. I really should get rid of those. I haven't yet. So punch cards, and then gift cards. A lot of gift cards. I hold on to my kids' gift cards too because sometimes, excuse me, sometimes we go out and I don't always know that we're going to go to a certain place till we go, and then I like having all the cards together. And plus the girls aren't responsible enough to carry them, and I'm afraid that they're going to lose them or do something to deactivate them if they do have the magnetic stripe, so I hold on to everything. And these are, they come out from the inside, so it's okay because then I don't lose, I feel good about not losing money, basically. So if I have the receipt from the either when we were gifted the card or from a purchase, I will keep it in here. One, because in case we return something that we purchased, that's one. Or two is to have the current balance. It's nice to have that on there. I also have a couple business cards from places we went to, and that's it. And then in this back secretarial pocket, I love these kinds of pockets. I really wish more Filofaxes would have this kind of pocket because it's just easy to access, but things don't fall out. It's pretty nice. I have more coupons. If I have a prescription, I put that in here. And then this leather pen holder works really well. I don't have any tabs in here, so this doesn't bother the card slots. And my friction pen is narrow. It can go through. Oh, well, maybe not. I just put this in today, up there. So it can go through, but the zipper keeps it from falling out. So I like that. Even with the cross pen, it did the same thing. And the cross pen's a little wider than the friction 0.38. So I didn't have it, and it has this larger what do you call that? Whatever that's called. That keeps it from going through all the way. So it worked well for both pens. You could not put any multi-pen in here. And because I don't color code in this particular calendar, it's quite fine. So yeah, that is my wallet system. I love it. It works well for me. And for coins, because I don't have any coin holding thing in there, I do have my Longchamp coin purse, which is I love this thing. I did another unboxing, unveiling, whatever kind of thing. It has cute little design in here, and I just put my coins in here. So I will do it if I have time at the counter. If not, then I can do it in the car, or I'll just throw the coins in my purse, which right now is my Longchamp large lip pliage. I wish I spoke French. I cannot speak French with the accent, the beautiful accent that people do. But yeah, I love how the bamboo represents good luck, because who can't take a little good luck? I know. I like it. It is silver and this is gold, but I do mix and match jewelry. I'm not wearing my wedding ring right now because I do take off my jewelry at home sometimes, especially when I'm cleaning and stuff. And I was helping the girls with a bath last night, and so I took it off so that I didn't lose it in the bath water. Anyway, so yeah, it works fine for me. It doesn't bother me. I love this little combination. So okay, this video is getting way too long, so thank you again for watching. If you have any comments, please, even if it's some criticism, just, be nice. And if you've got any questions, ask below. I try to respond, and maybe it's because I'm in school, or maybe I am just long-winded. I do tend to think about what I have to say, so I try to answer once a week. And if you email me and haven't heard from me like within a couple of hours or even the next day, please know that I am not ignoring you. I am just pretty busy with work and school and trying to be a mom and wife, daughter, life. So anyway, I am totally digressing. I need to go eat me some breakfast because I just woke up and wanted to do this before I get my day started. And yes, that's Emma. So yeah, I think it's time to go. And I shall talk with you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.